Brian here with Meso Collects. Today we're going to jump into the UPC, the Charizard UPC. I got these two on eBay, fairly high prices, over MSRP for sure. But I had to get it. I had to get the set of promos. I was the same way with the old Charizard UPC, the Celebrations UPCs, the metal cards. Got the metal cards sitting right there from that one. And there's the set of the other ones from the Charizard UPC. So I've got to continue that trend, and I'm going to do the same thing with this Charizard EX UPC. Let's break it down and get into it. Wow. We're going to pop this open. I've been really excited. I got super lucky on that Walmart release for these. The Walmart release was last night, and I was able to pick up three of them. I didn't want to push my luck and try to max out at the 5, but I was able to pick up 3. And if these promos don't treat me well, I'm obligated to rip into another one. All right, let's see. I hate these. You got to be super careful about pulling these out because the top of the cards like to get snagged on this. So kind of gently push it down behind that flap, and you can pull up to create a gap and slide it up, and you should be good. Like this one. This one's a good example. So we're going to push down on the top of the card, pull up on this tab, and then with the thumb, slide it up. And there's your code card if you want it. But this is what I'm more concerned with. That crimp is really close to that top. Let's put it under our centering tool to get a better look at it. Instead of eyeballing it, try to mitigate the risk of eyeballing it. Okay, so I like to focus on the outer card edge. Generally sits in between the lines, the outer lines. I'm going to do that with the bottom, do that with the top. It looks a little off-centered right there. Okay, so that one's good. I got the top pretty good. It needs to slide right. How's that looking? Okay, it's kind of hard to get the same perspective on the camera as my eyes are, but they are fairly centered, and you can see that the left to right border is all within that margin. So that's good. That's a good sign. The top border and the bottom border look about the same as well. So for only going off of just the front centering of this card, it looks really good. It looks like it's got a good shot at a 10, but there are other factors that we have to consider as well before jumping to conclusion and saying, oh, this is a 10. Right, there's a lot of, there can be surface wear that you can't see with your naked eye. What is this? So we have the play mat, but what's a little off on this one is you got a loosey-goosey pack sitting on the side. See that guy? So I wonder how many packs we have, and if that's an error or if that just fell out. It looks like it just fell out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All 18 packs. You got our die there, or dice. Metal coin. I like the metal coins a lot. I actually have a sleeve, kind of like a sleeve. You know, you insert them on the 3-ring binders, but it's slotted. That fits coins perfectly. And I save a lot of the coins that I like, that I think are cool. A lot of the old metal coins that were pushed out. There are also multiple different sizes of those pages. So you can find a size that fits the large coins, as well as the size that fits the smaller coins. And here's our new playmat. I probably won't use this, although it does look really cool. I probably won't use this because I really like this Iono playmat because it was gifted to me by my cousin in Indiana, who had it gifted to him from one of his friends that competed at the event. So I'm gonna break up our packs into sets and then open them from newest, probably oldest to newest. I'll do it that way. Rip oldest to newest, which would start with Surging Sparks. And then we would jump into Destined Rivals, Journey Together, followed by Destined Rivals, Mega Evolutions, and Phantasmal Flames. Sleeves. That's where I'm drawing a blank. I need sleeves. Let's get going. First pack. We're going to speed run through these. I absolutely hate uploading longer form videos, so I want them to be as fast as possible. There's our bulk. No hits in the first pack. Second pack of Surging Sparks. What do we have? Grafify, Zarude, and Rotom. Nothing cool. Journey Together. Journey Together. Man, Journey Together is always going to remind me of that time that we went on the high roller in Vegas. I thought it'd be cool to rip some Pokemon packs on the high roller up in the sky. And the good thing about it was more used to distract me from the what was happening around me. I don't like heights. I don't like heights at all. But it was a family type thing and a friend type thing, and I wasn't gonna not go. Oh, we got Iono's Belly Bolt. I think that's. I think we already have one of those in a PSA 10 actually on the website at the moment in a PSA 10. It's a nice one. I like the texture. I like how they're running with the texture. The back looks decent. All of our hits off camera, I will be running them through this Black Label metrics tool to dial in on centering and essentially weed out everything that won't make a 10. And then what I'll do from there is to try to cut out as much of the subjective grading as possible. I will submit those cards with a minimum grade of 10 or send back raw. Got a Hobzashian. I wouldn't consider it a hit, but some do. My son does. My son thinks that's a hit. My son will actually pull through. He'll run through the bulk, the hollows and the reverse hollows, and he will sleeve up or put in his binder what he likes. So although he does have some bangers in his binder, he's also got a lot of reverse hollows of cards that he likes, which I'm all for. I'm all for collecting the card that you like. Team Rocket's Orbeetle. That was one we sent in, I want to say 3 of these to PSA. And this was right before the PSA scandal happened where they were changing grades, right? They offered buybacks. That customer accepted the buyback, and then they would change those grades to 10 to sell them. This happened right before that. So I'd mentioned, I'd come across a video of somebody saying that a lot of people would be coming out into the woodworks and talking about situations that they've had. And that submission in general was one of those situations. The only difference is I didn't accept any buybacks whatsoever. Ethan's Ho-Ho. That is one that I got back in a 10, which out of the 41 cards I submitted, only 4 came back at 10. But again, most of those cards, if not all of them, a good amount of them had buyback options that I didn't accept. That was the first, this is kind of weird, because that's never happened to me. even on like higher tier cards. That didn't happen to me. I never got as many offers as I did on that submission. And the majority were 9s and 8s. There was even a 7 in there. So it was kind of like a red flag for me. And then like a week later, 2 weeks later, the news of the that scandal popped off. And I was like, oh my God, that kind of makes sense as to what was going on. Yeah, so from now on, I will be submitting at a minimum grade of 10. But again, if this does affect PSA to where it's detrimental to their values on the market, then I'm going to 100% just stop grading for like reselling, and I will 100% go to tag because I like their slabs. I like the way they look. I like that there is no subjectivity in their grading. Mega Absol. I like the way tag is doing it, and I probably have more trust in tag than I do at PSA, especially with my experiences with PSA. Yeah, when I got that terrible submission back, I even called them and I'm like, hey, this has got to be a mistake. There's no way that this is the results are this bad. And they said that they were going to pull it and go over it again, and that was it. So again, I think something really was wrong with that. I think something was going on, and it just got swept under because who am I, right? I'm nobody. I don't have a following. I got like 5 people that watches my videos, right? I don't have a following. So who am I? All it took was one person that had, somewhat of a following to get something happening with it. This is our last 4 packs. Last 4 packs already into Phantasmal, and that'd be cool to see a Charizard in there. It'd be really cool. We got a Gloom, Dugong, and Genesect. So we got in this one Darumaka, Linoon, and Empoleon EX. I think my son already has this Empoleon in his binder. Last 2 packs? Man. Our hits were kind of cool. I mean, the biggest thing that I ripped this for was the promos. And the packs are for funsies. And I got the promos, so I'm cool. Granbull, Moltres, and Honchkrow. Last pack. So we really didn't get a hit from any of the Mega Evolutions era packs, unless it's sitting in this pack right here. Do we have something? Sableye, nope, nothing at all. Toxtricity, Sableye, and who was the other? Bronzor. Damn. Well, it's not too bad. Again, we got the promos. That's what I care about most. Having another one of these is cool. I thought that these are the ultra rares from the set. I like the ultra rares a lot. I like the way that they are just laid out and the contrast with the border styles. I personally like these ones a lot more, and I do have my collection of 10s hanging around. I think Destined Rivals as a whole is probably my favorite set out of Scarlet and Violet as a whole. Sorry, my mind went blank there. I was thinking Sword and Shield, but I knew it wasn't right. Yeah, I think Destined Rivals is definitely my favorite, and I'm going to pop this open, and I'm going to see how the back is looking, how the Oricorio is looking. That's Shinji Kanda's artwork. So that's that. My question is, have you been finding any UPCs around in the wild for MSRP? Have you been lucky? How was the last Walmart drop? Did you try? Because I had success with the Walmart drop. I think I know I saw a lot of people commenting saying that they had a lot of success. I initially only ordered one because I thought that I wouldn't be able to do it again. I thought it would get overcrowded essentially on the back end, on the server side, and I wouldn't be able to land two. But after I hit that one, I was like, let me just try. Let me see. And I went back in and I was able to put one in my cart and then increase the quantity, and then I checked out. It's like, that's good. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I have to at least get one set of promos in a 10. And again, I saw a lot of reports of people saying that they were successful in purchasing. So I'm curious how many people did. I also think that there's going to be a lot of these. I still think that we're going to see these in store at Sam's Club and Costco. But again, that's just my thoughts, right? Who am I? I'm nobody with 5 people watching my videos. But I know that there's a lot of nuance behind it, but I'm going to wait. I think waiting would be a good call in this situation. We can already see the last month's trends, and I think you can get a good idea of what's going to come next. But you do have to keep in mind that the anniversary set will also release next year. Quarter one. Is it quarter one or is it quarter two? It's quarter one. Should be quarter one of next year. So I think we'll see another big spike. And then I think it's smooth sailing because it's looking like people don't give a shit anymore about this, and they are onto One Piece, which all the more power to you. I like One Piece as well, only for the live action, but there are still some One Piece that I'm after and that I do enjoy. But Pokemon is my go-to, and it always will be. Even in the bear market, that's the best time. That is the best time. But that's all I've got. Were you lucky? Did you get any? Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Oh, check out the website, mesocollects.com. There's not much left of December, but it is still before Christmas. And if there's some cheap slabs that you can pick up, why not? Why not? There is a 5% off coupon code right now. It is Delibird 2025. And there's also a free shipping coupon code that is, SHIP. So take advantage of it. They're not overly priced. And if they are, reach out to me on Instagram and I will definitely fluctuate my prices to better fit you. Right? So check out the website, mesocollects.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.